I'm literally hiding from the little ones. I've been trying to make this video for the entire day. And just juggling the kids is work itself. So if you happen to hear them banging on the door, don't think it's an emergency. I'm just hiding from them. So anyways, thank you so much for joining back to my channel for another Motivational Monday. I'm going to try and do these videos every single Monday to give you guys some wellness tips for like just day-to-day life. You know, last week I did a video on how you can what tips on what you can do to wake up earlier. I actually throughout the week, right, I think Monday I posted that video, and then on Wednesday I had a girl at my job. She approached me just out of the blue and just asked me, hey, Natasha. She approached me out of the blue and just asked me, you know, how the heck do you wake up early? I can't do it. She's a mom like me. She works full time, and she's going back to school to get her master's degree. Kudos to you, Natasha. But she always has an issue with waking up on time. So I gave her some tips that I do with my children and how I manage to wake up on time and get everything done. I mean, we all are not perfect. I am not perfect. But I just do routine things every day to make sure that I'm not overwhelmed. Because I'm not a good person when I'm overwhelmed. I'm really a monster. So 2 days later, we ended up waking up again. And she thanked me, and she told me some of the tips that she did since we spoke last, which we spoke on Tuesday, so it was like a Thursday, we linked up again. And she actually, that same day, Thursday, when we linked up again, I actually introduced her to an Erin Condren planner. I don't have an Erin Condren planner. I have 2 planners that I use. I have a Kit Life, and I have a Mormon planner, which is like a mommy planner. So I have those 2 planners, and I show her those. But I showed her the Erin Condren planner because I think that she'll be more useful with that planner. She actually ordered an Erin Condren planner. And I'm going to post a link below of the link that I have, well, for you guys to click on if you want to order Erin Condren planner. And I can't wait till her planner comes in. I can't wait till she shows me. So really, I felt so good because I'm more than just Scentsy. I love Scentsy to death. Love Scentsy. But I love getting tips to other moms like me. I mean, I have 3 children. She has 1. She has 2, sorry. But we're all in the struggle. And we all as women need to be more organized. And I told you guys before, my first 2016 video, that my resolution is to be more organized. So I'm so happy to be able to help you, Natasha, with that. So today we're going to talk about my top tips on time management. These are my tips that I do. I went online yesterday and I was like, okay, let me look at some tips online and look at some videos and sort of like take from that and sort of like elaborate on and sort of incorporate it to my life. But I was like, I went online, research, did that, but a lot of those tips did not really work for me, and there's stuff that I didn't really do. So I really just had to like have a quiet moment, have me moment, and sit down and think about some tips that I do and I can share with you guys. So my number 1 tip is I do to-do lists. I do to-do lists. I need to-do lists. I mean, I do to-do lists every single day, from when I'm working, from when I'm at home, on the weekend, everything. I need a to-do list. And even if I have 5 things on my to-do list and I get 2 things done, I feel accomplished. I need to have a to-do list, okay? So how I normally organize my to-do list is I do a yearly planning, then I do a monthly planning, then I do a weekly planning, then I do a daily planning. Now, you're probably thinking like, girl, really? That is a lot. No, it's not. If you really sit down and you just sort of figure out what your goals are for the year, where do you see yourself before the end of 2016, actually sit down and then divide that into months, delegate that to the months, it makes it just so much more easier for you. So I really encourage you guys to just make to-do lists every single day. I don't know how people survive without a to-do list. I don't know how people get everything done without to-do lists. You cannot remember every single thing that you have to do. It's absolutely impossible. So I am the to-do list queen. I have a to-do list every day. People laugh at me, but then they wonder why I get everything done. Okay, so how I do my to-do list is I put the top priority on top, like things that have to get done no matter what. I put those things on top. Okay, and then everything under that is like stuff that I can push to yesterday. And if you don't get everything done on your to-do list, it's okay. There's always tomorrow. So don't get yourself all up in a tiff about getting everything done, because if everything doesn't get done, you always have the next day to do it. But the point of the to-do list is to sort of get you organized. My second tip is plan ahead for the next day. We waste so much time searching for things in the morning, looking through things in the morning. We waste so much time doing that. If you just plan the night before, whether it be your clothes that you're going to wear the next day, what makeup you're going to wear the next day, how you're going to have your hair the next day, which wig you're going to wear the next day, whatever. You have to plan ahead. Do not wait till that morning to plan for that day. Plan ahead, and that way you're not looking for anything for the following morning, and you just, get out of your home at a decent time and at the time you want to get out. So that's very important for you guys to plan ahead. That's a tip that I do every single day. The next thing is timer. Time yourself. Now, I just started doing this tip actually on, I think it was 2 weeks ago, where what I did was, I work as an administrative assistant, and a lot of times I get interrupted all the time, every 5 minutes. So I really had turned out to have an issue with getting myself back on track, okay, and managing those interruptions. Because, if you work in the secretarial field, you're going to be interrupted because everybody's coming to you for information. So even though for years and years and years I tried to sort of like find ways to eliminate that, like telling people, okay guys, can you just like talk to me after this time? It don't work, because people need information from you, and they need information from you right away. So what I started doing was I started timing myself. I timed myself within an hour intervals, to where for the top 15 minutes of the hour I'm checking emails. Then the next 15 minutes I'm going through any paperwork that people place in my mailbox or on my desk or whatever. And then the rest of that hour, for those 30 minutes, I'm tackling my to-do list. And then the following hour I'm starting that routine over again. The reason why I do this, because then now every hour I hit everything. I hit my emails, my paperwork, and my to-do list. And that way also people don't have to wait so long to get a response from me. They know, let's say if somebody emails me at 2:33, they know by 3 o'clock, oh, I know she's going to respond to my email, and they're not waiting too long. So guys, those are my top 3 tips. I hope you're able to increment all of them, or at least a couple of them, into your day-to-day. Please comment below, and please let me know if that assisted you. Thank you so much for watching. You have an awesome week. Bye.